Obviously, this is not my normal kind of content, but I thought my viewers might enjoy the explanation of my most embarrassing mom moment. Hopefully, this will make you realize that no matter what you do, no matter how hard you work, you never know what your kids are going to do. After you watch this short video, leave a comment below about your most embarrassing mom moment. We were in the process of moving to a new neighborhood, and I was pregnant with my 6th child. I had 5 young children under about 7 or 8 years old. The home we were moving to was in a little nicer neighborhood, and I realized and found out that all of the neighbors were retired people. And I thought, oh no, these people are not going to appreciate the fact that we're moving into the neighborhood. This was also on a cul-de-sac, which meant that everybody was like kind of facing each other somewhat. And so, yeah, it was a little concerning that my neighbors might not appreciate us moving in. So because of this, I was very determined that we were going to make a good impression, that we were going to have a good relationship with our neighbors, and so I was very aware of it. And so when I took the children out the first time to the yard and all, I made sure and made very clear boundaries. My husband and I did that, made sure that they knew exactly where they could go, where our yard was and where it wasn't, and that they weren't allowed to go in our neighbor's yard or anywhere outside of the spaces that we have allowed them to go. So when we first moved there, I kind of thought, oh, somebody will come over and they bring us a pie or some cookies or something, say hello, welcome us to the neighborhood and all that kind of thing. That didn't happen. I waited a couple of weeks thinking maybe somebody would do that, and then I thought, what can I do to maybe encourage them to come over, because I felt like I'm the new person. It would be kind of weird for me to go over there. I felt like it was kind of their thing to come over to me. So I thought, okay, I'll sit on the front porch and let the children play, and they'll be staying in their yards and they'll be behaving themselves really well, and this will work out great. And then maybe somebody will feel comfortable and come out of their house and say hello and so on. So I'm sitting there on the front porch for a few minutes. My children are out in the cul-de-sac playing, riding their bikes around and that kind of thing. And soon it happened. I saw my neighbor next door looking out her door, and she came out, and she's wearing some nice clothes, like she's got creases in her pants, she's dressed really well. And I thought, great, this is my moment to make a good impression, and she starts coming toward me. So here she comes. I'm real excited thinking, yay, now's my chance. But soon my hopes and dreams were dashed. So as I see her coming toward me, my son is coming, and she doesn't see this is coming. And as he's walking or kind of trotting toward her, she's walking toward me and looking at me. And I see him coming from behind. And I am starting to gasp in horror and cover my mouth. And as I do it, he comes up behind her and he slaps her on the behind and says, "How you doing today?" I could feel all the blood rushing out of my body and then rushing back into my body and up into my face, where all my face was just completely red, I could tell. Obviously, this was not the social skills I had attempted to teach. But later, I actually realized that this is what I do when I go and hug my child, and I would pat him on the bottom and say, "How you doing today?" When they were little, that's how I would do it. I would greet them and do it that way. So I couldn't blame my son for that, but clearly a bit more teaching and training was in order. What did I do to teach kids social skills before and after that? I have a playlist on this channel of good social skills for children that you might want to check out. Or you might want to check out some of the other instructional videos I have on this channel. You can do that by clicking on one of the cards now. If you haven't subscribed yet, I hope you do that. Thanks for watching. Parents, you can do this. I'll see you next week.